Hello, boys and girls. It's Fog. Welcome to Fog's World episode 65. Sitting out here at the witch farm. The sorting's going great. It's working beautifully. We still lose the occasional, we get the occasional guy that slips through here, but by and large, it's doing all right. Well, I tell you, I think we've spent enough time on the witch farm. I think the witch farm is basically done. I mean, I could do a little more to light up the area, I suppose. Maybe do something to stop the slimes. But, nah. Nah, don't care. This is good enough for me. And so now it's time to go back to the base and work on something there. So, tell you what, guys, I'll meet you there in just a little bit. Alright guys, here we are back at base, and today I want to work up there. We're going to get that chicken factory working again, and actually I think I want to build a new one. Now that hoppers are out, I think we can do something better than what we have. So we're going to go head over to here. I brought a lot of materials with me. We should be able to do something good. Let's kill these guys. We need to get this working again. Now, the simple fix for the old chicken factory is just to put a block here with a little bit of redstone on it, just like that. And you don't really need to make any other changes than that. That'll get our cooker working again. As you can see, works great. Boom. But like I said, I think we can do a little better than this. Let's see, how much chicken do we have now? I need more chicken. I need more chicken. Come on. I need a lot more chicken to do what I want to do. I may have to cook up some chicken here. Yeah, still need more. Still need more. Come on. Get rid of all of them. Ha 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 ha. We're going to have to cook some chicken up, though. Yeah, still not quite as much as I would like. But that's okay. That's okay. You know what? I think we can make do with what we have here. We can make do. We can make do. Okay, first things first, I want to move this. This stuff is all moving. Don't really need the bed, but, well, we'll put it up again anyway. Put the bed there. Why not? And we'll plunk our craft table down. I don't know. That works. Sure, why not? Eventually, I'd like to get rid of all this stuff if this new chicken farm works out the way I'm hoping it will. Collect some more eggs here. We're going to need eggs for the new farm. Okay, so the one problem with the new chicken farm is that it is 4 wide and we have a 3 wide space, but that really can't be helped. We're just going to have to make it work. And we're going to, went a little overboard there. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to start by building a storage space for the drops from a chicken farm. So the drops from the chicken farm that we care about are cooked chicken, and we also need to deal with the feathers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a chest right here that's going to accept our cooked chicken and feathers right there. And then behind it, we're going to put some hoppers. And we're going to build a couple of sorters, just like what we built in our witch farm. But they're both going to go into the same chest. Now, if you wanted to separate the feathers from the cooked chicken, you could do that by putting a chest here and a trap chest there. But I don't feel the need to separate them, so I'm just going to put them all into one chest. But I do want to make sure that I have a way of getting just the chicken and just the cooked chicken and just the feathers down into here, and that means a couple of sorters. So we're going to put a couple of comparators here, and we're going to use redstone to hook the comparators down below to the get the power from the comparators down to this block here through the repeaters down there into those blocks, just like we did before. So there's repeaters down under there. And now what we have is a couple of sorters. So we just have to prime them with stuff. So we'll put a couple of blocks there and a whole bunch of chicken there. And that'll be our chicken side, right? And we really need a little bit more cooked chicken, but this will eventually fill up. That's okay. We can stop short. It's not a problem. Put a few more of those there. Put some feathers here. And we just need to do this. And now we've got a feather sorter here, and we've got a cooked chicken sorter here, and we're done. So now we have a way to get feathers and chicken into this guy right here. Now what I want to do is I'm going to build up the sides here a bit, and we're going to climb up on top to build the rest of our chicken farm. And that's going to come from right here. Actually, let me get that back. What we're going to do is we're going to put a dropper right here facing up, and we're going to build a set of hoppers right here to funnel into the dropper. Now I'm going to make this a little bit bigger than it needs to be, just to make it so that we can hold more chickens without them glitching through the walls as easily. They're going to glitch through the walls anyway, but you know, at least this way we can make an effort of it. And I'm going to kind of fill this in a little bit, make it look a little nicer. Put you here. Whoops, 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 whoops. Not what I wanted. Okay, a couple of ladders here so we can get back up. There we go. Put you there. We're going to put you guys across the back like that. Put a little front on here like that. Oops. Get rid of you. Boom, boom. Boom, just like this. Okay, now we need some dispensers. We're going to put a dispenser here facing in. That's a shift click so that that'll work. And I'm going to put a dispenser here facing in. Okay, this is going to have our egg gun. This is going to have our cooker. Now, let's get some light up here. Use jack-o'-lanterns. Put a jack-o'-lantern here and here. And we'll put a jack-o'-lantern here and here. And I actually need to open this up a bit. I need to knock that guy out right there. Perfect. And as long as I'm down here, let's pretty this up a little bit. Let's build a couple of stairs. Oops, what did I do? There we go. Just need that. We're going to put some upside down stairs above here so that we can kind of make this look a little nicer, I guess. Put one there. Put one right there. Oh yeah, I like that. That's good. The reason we're using stairs, of course, is so that the chest will still open. And that's the overall dimensions of our cooker, but we've got to actually finish the job. We're going to need a button. Ooh, I don't have smooth stone, do I? I didn't bring up any smooth stone. Well, I do need to get a button, so let's real quick run down and get a button. Whoops. That's better. Button, button, who's got the button? Button, 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 button. That'll do. That'll do. Okay, we got a button. Let's go back up. Oh, actually, while we're here, pop that in there and get that cooking. All right, back up we go. Boom. Perfect. All right, we need to build our cooker. We're going to do that by putting a button right there. This is the button that's going to cook our chickens. Okay, push that button, it's going to cook our chickens. The way we're going to do that is, if you shift click on a hopper like this, you can actually place redstone contraptions on the hopper. So we can put a repeater there set to 2 ticks, and we can put redstone there and there. And you notice this redstone does not connect to that hopper. That's important. We don't want it to, because we want this to only be influenced by this button right here. Now when we push this button, it's going to power this block, which will power that dispenser. And now with the dispenser powered, any redstone updates in the vicinity will cause it to fire a second time. So this will actually get this to fire twice in rapid succession, thanks to that 2-tick delay there. That's why this redstone has to be there, because this gets the redstone update within range of this dispenser right here. So if I hit that button, it's going to fire twice. So we can put our lava bucket in there. Make sure that's at 2 ticks, and now we should see it dispense and quickly retract our lava. Perfect. That is exactly what we want. Okay, so every time we fire that, it's going to put some lava just in this cube right here. So any chickens that happen to be in that cube will be fried, and the other 3 cubes will be left untouched, which is exactly what we want. Now we need to power this over here, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to put a lever right here, like that. That powers this block, and powering that block will give power to this dispenser and this dropper right here. Now all we have to do is put a comparator right there, and that's going to cause this to update whenever it has anything in it. And we put another comparator right here. Nope, really, right there. So that's going to be constantly updating. So what we have here is a feedback loop with these hoppers. Anything that falls in these hoppers is going to come around through these hoppers into here and get fed into this dropper right there. And because it's powered and because there's a comparator right there, this guy's going to immediately fire up into this dispenser, and this dispenser is going to immediately fire whatever's in here back over to here. And if it's an egg, it'll break the egg. If it's anything else, it'll just keep looping around. Now, because we have a couple of filters down below that will accept chicken and feathers, then anytime any cooked chicken or feathers gets in that loop, it's going to eventually get sucked down here. There's a random chance that it'll get picked up by one of those hoppers. It may go through this feedback loop a few times before that happens, but quite frankly, we don't care. So now all that's left is to cover this up so our little chickens don't get out. And in fact, I think I'm going to do this a little differently. I think I'm going to go a little higher. Give me you. I don't want you to go get sucked in there just yet. But here, let me show you what I mean. If I toss this guy in here, he'll get sucked into there and fired right back out at me. Perfect. Okay, let's, oh, I can't do what I was going to do. Yeah, I was going to make this a little higher so the chickens had a little more hopping room, but maybe I won't do that. The problem is that they can get out by that comparator if I don't put a cap on it here, so I guess I'll do this. And I don't have enough glass. All right, we'll go get more glass. We'll go get some more glass. I guess I could tear that down, but I don't want to tear that down until I'm sure that this is going to work. We'll just go get more glass. No problem. No problem. We got plenty of glass. I have so much glass. It's wonderful. All right. Stand right there, turn up and go. Whoops. Well, that didn't work. Every now and then that misses. Not always, but sometimes. All right, here we go. Oh, and it occurs to me that... Nah, I don't want to do it. Never mind. I'm just going to do it the way I'd originally thought I was going to do it. Collect all my glass back. Thank you. Yeah, we'll just do it this way after all. Okay, well, that should work. That should work. Okay, so there are a couple of drawbacks with this that I'm aware of. We're probably going to occasionally get into situations where chickens get suffocated in the blocks. I don't know if there's any good way around that. It shouldn't happen, but due to the nature of Minecraft, they're going to glitch into the blocks and die. They should eventually suffocate if that happens, but, there's not much we can do about it. So rather than obsess over it, I'm just going to accept that it's just what's going to happen, and oh well. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I would love to be able to prevent it, but I'm not convinced that that's possible. When that happens, we're going to probably end up occasionally with just an uncooked chicken cycling through here. Again, not much I can do about that. Although if you come up and stand here, if that such a thing is happening, eventually you'll collect that uncooked chicken. So that's good enough. But let's go ahead and load this guy up. And this guy. And that'll start it firing. And we'll get it loaded up with chickens. Is this guy actually going down? Yeah, I'm not convinced. I think we may have to load it from the lower one. I'm pretty sure it has to be loaded from down here. That'll work. So the other problem, so there's that one problem where occasionally we're going to suffocate chickens and then we're going to get chicken meat, uncooked chicken meat cycling through here on occasion. Nothing we can do about that. The other problem that we're going to occasionally have is I suspect we're going to have chickens that glitch down through the hoppers every now and then. And in fact, I know that in the latest snapshot, we are, by the way, in snapshot, what is it, 13W07A, the latest snapshot as of the time of this recording. And I happen to know that there are some bugs with mobs, particularly the smaller mobs like the chicks, where they can glitch through things. And it's unfortunate, but I don't know that there's anything that can be done to prevent that. So like I would not be surprised to find some chickens finding their way down here. Again, I don't think there's anything that we can do to prevent that, so I'm just going to live with it. So the way this should work is these guys are going to all get in there, and 20 minutes later these guys will be fully grown, and they'll start laying eggs. When they lay eggs into the hopper, it's going to cycle through the system, and this is going to launch the eggs, which is going to hatch more chickens. So over time, this is going to start filling up with chickens. Now, when it gets too full of chickens, we have two choices. One, we can come over here and start cooking the chickens, which is probably the better of the choices. The other thing that we can do is if we throw the switch here, it'll stop the gun, and we won't be firing, we won't be creating more chickens. So sooner or later, if we wanted to, we could turn this off. So if I ever feel like we're getting too much lag from the chickens, then that's how I'll compensate. I'll just turn it off. But for now, this is good enough. And we'll let these guys keep laying eggs for us until we're sure that this functions properly. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and hang out here for about 20 minutes. And we'll come back in 20 minutes and see what we have. So I'll see you in a little bit, guys. Well, hello, I'm back. It's probably about 30 minutes since I built this thing. And it's working, but it's not working as well as I would like. So we've got 13 chickens in there right now. And obviously that's a lot fewer than were there as little chicks. These guys are hatching eggs. Oh, yep, there went one. They are hatching eggs, and those eggs are, they turn into chicks, which is fine. But I'm noticing that lots of times when the chicks grow up to be chickens, they get caught somewhere and suffocate. And I'm gonna have to tweak this design a bit to see if I can prevent that from happening. So, yeah, it's an interesting design, but and the other issue that I'm running into a lot is when they suffocate, they drop regular chicken instead of cooked chicken, and that jams this up. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to add. I might need to make it one wider so that it can fit more chickens without having them suffocate. And at the same time, I'm thinking I might want to make it so that the uncooked chicken can be filtered out as well. Oh, there's another egg. Okay, well, there we go. Oh, and we got a chicken out of it too. So, kind of a mixed success. It works, but it kind of doesn't work. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some thinking on this. Probably come back with a modified design next time. We'll see. All right, well, for now, that's all we have time for today. We're out of time, so I will talk to you all again next time. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hitting that like button. We'll see you later, guys.